Hello, I'm Andy, and here is your weekly horoscope from the 8th of January 2023 to the 14th of January 2023. And this is especially for you coming from Aquarius. If I may have 2 minutes of your time, send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and very importantly, for me to read your palms. Your palms belong to the energy of the soul, the third eye, and the aura. That's what they do, changing the lines, changing the signs. There's a lot of work going on for people like me to read all things that happen to you in all areas of your life. And if you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. You need supernatural energy to win things like lotteries, which are supernatural to win. And I'll show you how to get the supernatural energy. And many other things I will talk to you about. We'll talk about this later. So you're coming from Aquarius. Sunday, the 8th of January, is indeed a very wonderful, lucky morning and afternoon for you. You can have a great bonding with whoever you are or look for people that you want to have a bonding with. What does bonding mean? It means getting that kind of alertness to help each other and more than that, to even have partnerships with each other. So this bonding can be seen to happen in the morning and afternoon of Sunday, the 8th of January. So whether it's for the job business bonding, whether it's for the personal bonding of romance or bonding with the family and your spouse, go ahead and do that. Wear your best colors because best colors always help the bonding. Every planet is given colors to control. When you wear any certain colors, you connect to good planets or bad planets depending on the colors you're wearing. So do all that and you get a lot of gain. Your mind will be very alert how to gain more knowledge, thinking of going back to school, thinking of learning new industries, thinking of new directions. So make full use. Get a piece of paper and a pen and write down all your thoughts in this morning and afternoon of Sunday, the 8th of January. And go meet people who you know can help you in any area of your life, the job, business, finances, the personal area of romance, marriage, or even in any other way. I don't like your evening nightfall. The planets of accident are everywhere. Physical accidents, financial accidents, emotional accidents. So all this can happen in the evening nightfall. So what can you do about such an evening nightfall? Well, don't go out because the more you are out, the more exposed you are to all kinds of risks and also bad connection with people. So there could be a very bad bonding that you can create in the evening nightfall, mixing with the company of people who you later will find have made use of you or made a fool of you, or even introduce you to bad habits of drinking or drugs. Yes, it's such a horrible planet in the evening nightfall. There are three of them. One can make you lose your money, can be cheated. One can bring accidents, and the other one is the bonding. So you don't want to go out in the evening nightfall. If you have to, keep this in mind and walk away when you sense that you should not be there. Monday, Monday, the 9th of January. You're coming from Aquarius. There are too many angry planets are there. So they make you angry physically, violently, and with a view to not cooperate with people. Well, you're going to end up a loser. You're going to end up a loser if you think that way. So whether at work, whether in business, tell yourself you have to take the soft approach, which means use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, and a body language which is soft. There's no other way. If you fight anger with anger, you're going to be the victim because you're meant to be the victim. So don't get into any fights, whether verbal or physical or mental, because you'll just waste all your energy. You make enemies too quickly. And at your place of work, don't take the risk of unnecessarily ruffling feathers or stepping on toes. And in business, you don't want to be too daring where money is concerned. Evening and nightfall, much, much better. If you had trouble in the morning, afternoon, you can find solutions in the evening nightfall. And the planets of evening nightfall are full of knowledge. That's the time you want to meet people in the evening nightfall to get energies of money, money, money. Job wise, business wise, go meet people and the bonding with people. Go out with your bosses if you can. Go out with your business partners if you can. And go out with a partner that you are in love with or that you have married or both. So all that is possible. This bonding I like because these planets are slow and steady in the evening nightfall, hour by hour. They create a wonderful togetherness, which I always call a bonding. Tuesday, the 10th of January, that's a nasty morning afternoon. You're going to step on toes, ruffle feathers, and you're going to be the victim. So say less, do less. Try to be as agreeable as you can, even if in your heart, silently, you do not agree to anything, just be quiet. You don't have to nod, you don't have to smile, just keep quiet and listen. Make notes because your ego is out of control in this morning afternoon, which means that you are easily riled up, you are easily made angry. There's even a one planet, an angry planet there. And so everything you do in the morning afternoon is going to turn against you. So you cannot afford to talk too much or do anything because you're going to victimize yourself, bring the blame upon you, make many enemies. So don't be oversensitive. That's what your ego does. And try to improve on tolerance and teamwork, wherever you are, whether at home, the job, the business, whether anywhere. Evening and nightfall. And by the way, you may be falsely made popular. So don't believe when people want to show affection and they love you and they want this and that from you. Suspect them would be better. Evening and nightfall is totally the anger planets, making you exposed to danger, making you love danger. And the ego will say, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and meet that person. Expose yourself to danger. So you're listening to me. Don't want to do anything like that. Sometimes it's not worth going out because when you're out, these planets of ego will let you do it. And next thing you know, you are in a trap. These kind of traps can be financial, they can be physical, they can be mental, they can be emotional. You don't want to fall in that. So stay safe and stay home. That's what I say. Even at home, be as agreeable as you can. No need to be humble, just be negotiable. Wednesday. Wednesday, the 11th of January. Well, if you're at work, there's a problem because too many emotional planets are there. And your mind is not on your work. So your deadlines can go crashing. So repeat to yourself logic, logic, logic. That's what you need in this morning, afternoon, on Wednesday, the 11th of January. Focus on your responsibilities. Let that happen. Otherwise, you're going to regret these emotions taking over, not finishing your work or responsibilities. These planets of emotions, they are not steady. They are what I call infatuation. So you'll be thinking of who you're infatuated with, who you're going to have lunch with, who you're going to meet for dinner. Don't do that. Make the plan if you want, but think rationally where job business is concerned by focus and logic. And be careful. You can be very moody, you can be very changeable, you can be oversensitive. Don't allow or show that as well. Evening and nightfall gets worse. This time the ego planets are totally making you dominating and stubborn and want to take charge of every instance. If I were you, I wouldn't go out. When I find nasty planets waiting for me in the evening nightfall, I just don't go out because you can't somehow control these planets. They just make you go that way. In a split second, you made that mistake. So be careful. The ego planets are roaming, and these are the planets of blame. So they want you to be blamed for something. It could be with the law, it could be with people, it could be in every instance. So stay home, or if you have to be out, don't allow yourself to agree or open to any kind of suggestions. Think solely how to protect yourself. Thursday. Thursday, the 12th of January. This again is not such a good day because the planets of domination and stubbornness are everywhere. It's not a very good week for you. So, what can you do about these planets, domination and stubborn? Well, if you have any common sense, you will say, I'll try to be as negotiable as I can. Won't be easy because you have a big ego. And so you will want to counter this, and that will make it worse. So don't do that to your bosses. Don't do that to your business partners. Don't do that with anybody that you have to be supportive from. Just tell yourself to keep your mouth shut and be agreeable, and you don't want to take the lead of any kind. There are planets here that want you to grow and plan expansion and bigness. Don't want to do that either. It's all ego talk. Just be as you are, as polite as you can. Evening and nightfall, emotional planets are everywhere. Well, no harm with emotional planets in the evening nightfall. But the planet of argument is there. You just can't keep your mouth shut. So you start to argue emotionally, bring up things, show your domination as well. So if I were you, whoever you're with, whichever company you're with, try to be silent or try to be as accommodating as you can. Don't be too expectant, and that way you won't be too disappointed. And don't sign on the dotted line or agree to anything financially as well, because some of the financial planets are not steady at all. Friday, the 13th of January, at last you've got a wonderful morning and afternoon. The planets of unexpected goodness are there. They make you very lucky in a most unexpected fashion to any part of your life, whether it's, excuse me, whether it's to do with your job areas, business areas, financial areas. You get good news of that romance that you want, and any kind of unexpected good news of a promotion at work or a business contract, anything is very possible. The beauty is these planets are very fast, so they get you something very quick and they bring the good results very fast. So it's a very exciting morning and afternoon for you. So be on your toes, answer your messages, answer your phone calls, reach out with your ideas. Evening and nightfall. Well, these planets of domination are back and they want you to be in charge. They want you to dominate. They want you to take control. It's got to be your way. Don't allow that to happen. You're going to have some of your morning, afternoon good planets to help you meet more people. But if you do this domination bit, then it's going to go upside down. And accidents will result. Verbal accidents, disagreements, I call accidents. And be careful. Don't want to take on responsibilities for other people. It will be a wrong move. So what can you do? If you don't have to be out evening, nightfall, better. But if you have to be out, judge the company of people very carefully. Saturday, the 14th of January. Now you've got 24 hours of good luck, finally. Morning and afternoon, the planets of brain power, communication, marketing skills, writing skills, speaking skills are all there. So make full use of this morning, afternoon to be with people you want to persuade for a better job, a better business, or more business. Chasing for the romance, you'll do very well because you'll have the charm about you. So use this for every purpose. I see money planets there as well. So think money, money, money. And be with people in any way that they can help you make money because your ideas are going to be good. And on your feet, you'll come up with great schemes and great plans. What an exciting morning, afternoon. You will be at your best almost. Evening and nightfall also very good. This time the planets of goodness are there. And when I add these planets of goodness to the planets of cleverness from the morning, afternoon, you're going to do something very fantastic. So arrangement of plans is the most important for the whole Saturday, 14 January. Morning and afternoon, arrange how you can make full use of your abilities materialistically or even for romance. In the evenings, it may be a different crowd. And think how unexpectedly you can gain very quick results. So, such a day you must plan very carefully. Don't just wait for the Saturday, 14th January to dawn on you. Start working on it from the Friday, the 13th January, and be prepared for what you want on Saturday, the 4th January, 14th January. And you'll make a great deal of it. You'll harmonize and be very lucky. This 90-minute session I have is for your benefit, as I say, is to help you know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. Palms are very special. What happens on your palms is pure magic. The lines, the signs, they change. Yes, they change. New marks appear, which may be good or bad, bad, good, or bad marks disappear. And so I read that for you, your past, your present, and your future. Regarding the health area, much of it comes from the palms. Nobody can ever have your palms. That's why nobody can have your soul. That's why the palms belong to the soul. And I'll show you how, if you like to play lotteries, how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. It's a system. Everything in life is a system. The love life is a system. The money life is a system. And if you like to play lotteries, I'll show you the system. You will learn it and you'll manage it on your own. You can't go around buying getting machines to pick numbers from you. You have no chance to win. You need to involve the third eye, the aura, and the soul. And your health-wise, I will go into detail, really into detail, to tell you before you even feel anything bad that what's going to happen. So here's my email and your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. So send me this email and remember, it will just cost you USD $50 to learn all this in 90 minutes. Your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I'll show you how the platform waits for you. And you'll be able to handle your next 9 years much, much better with the knowledge created for you. In the meantime, I wish you good luck and a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.